Morning. I hope this video finds you well. It's Connor 500 on this quiet Tuesday, the quiet before the storm, for we've got the 3-day York Dante Festival throughout this week. It starts tomorrow. It's going to be a big week for the channel. We've got a lot of nice races. We're going to take a few chances, a few bigger price chances in the right places. What I'm trying to say is we've got a big week starting from tomorrow, so keep the powder dry today, okay? If you can go a bit smaller today in preparation for the rest of the week, it wouldn't be a bad idea. It's a 2-star today. We've got two 2-star races mixed in with a couple of 1-stars. So I wouldn't go too big today when we've got a lovely week coming up. All right, so bear that in mind. The York Dante Festival. I do have one additional bet I just want to get out there. I bet on it every year. So do a lot of professional punters that I know. I don't particularly like it, but what I'm talking about is the Eurovision Song Contest. I have bet on it every single year. Last year I was punting it down in Exeter, going down that train line down to Paynton. The first year I went full time, I was punting it in my place in Aylesbury. It was a woman with a beard won it the first year I was punting it. There's a lot of each way value in there. There really is. I wouldn't put it on here if there weren't. Annoyingly, ideally you want to be betting this with, the selection that I'm about to give you, ideally you want to be betting it with 365 Hills or Sky. To be honest, 365 Hills or Sky. I do apologise about a few other firms. The Eurovision selection at this point for the Connor 500 channel is Sweden all day long. Sweden each way for the Eurovision Song Contest. Make sure you can get each way. But with 365 Hills and Sky is 10 to 1. 10 to 1, Sweden each way, first 4, is an absolutely solid bet for the Eurovision Song Contest, okay? 365, they're 10 to 1 at a quarter of the odds. Now that's insane. 365, 10 to 1, quarter of the odds, Sweden for the Eurovision is an insane price. Because on your place half of the bet, you're getting 5 to 2. And it's odds on. Sweden are odds on to come in the first 4. And 365 are paying you 5 to 2 on your place half. And you get 10s on the win half, which is slightly, but because you're getting, do you know what I mean? All I'm saying is, if you're using the right firm today, get your money on Sweden each way to win the Eurovision Song Contest, okay? There may be 1 or 2 more bets coming out for this Eurovision, because we got till Saturday. There might be a couple of massive prices coming, but yeah, apologies if you're not with one of them firms. I'm going to get into the racing today. Apologise to anyone that didn't want to hear about the Eurovision, but I had to put it on here because there's a lot of value in there and there's a lot of professional punters that do bet on it. Not because we like it. Let's get into today. Guys, like I said, keep that powder dry today. Get your small lucky on, get your little doubles on and leave it at that because we've got a big week. I'm going to be taking a chance on a couple of massive prices over York Festival. I really am. The right chances, we're not going to take silly opportunities. But when the right opportunity is there, we're not going to dither, we're just going to take it. Right, get into today. We've got a 10 each way Lucky 15, shorter prices. We're starting off Scots Poet, 10 to 1. It's a 1-star in this 1 o'clock at Sedgefield. 1 o'clock at Sedgefield, Scots Poet, 10 to 1. I've got it down as a 1-star. We're then moving on to the first 2-star of the day, a shorter price, Lebsayer. 100 to 30 in the 145 Chepstow. It's got to be in there. 145 Chepstow, Lebsayer, 100 to 30. We've then got a little bit later on in the afternoon, 445 Beverley, Amzaan, 8 to 1. We've got Amzaan at 8 to 1 in the 445 at Beverley. And we're finishing off this marginal Lucky 15, this keep your powder dry until tomorrow Lucky 15, with 2 the 9s. We'll have that 2 the 9s, 6 to 1. 8 o'clock Newcastle. 8 o'clock Newcastle, 2 the 9s at 6 to 1. We've got a couple of additional doubles. Both of them start off with Lebsayer in the 145 at Chepstow. And so we've got 2 additional doubles. One of them's Lebsayer onto 2 the 9s. So Lebsayer and 2 the 9s in a double. And we've also got Lebsayer and Savrola. Lebsayer and Savrola. Now, it was 33s. I know it's just gone 28s because I tried to do a video, it crashed. And just before I wanted to do another video, I checked whether the price had held. It hadn't. It had gone to 28 to 1. I'm really hoping this isn't one of those occasions. The bookies shorten up needlessly, massively. And then I'm hoping it's not one of those occasions. We've gone Savrola. It's currently 28 to 1. I'll take 28. That concludes the day. They're not massive prices today. Like I said, guys, we've got a massive week coming up. The York Dante Festival. Today would not be a day to go into bit too deep. I'm going to leave it at that today. If you're using 365, get on Sweden for the Eurovision. Same for Sky and Hills. Apologies if you're using Paddy or some of the others, because Paddy are only 15 to 2. There's a couple of firms that aren't going each way. But if you are using 365, Sky or Hills, get on Sweden for the Eurovision. Ladbrokes and Coral aren't too bad, to be honest. They're 8 to 1, first 3 at quarter the odds. But Sweden are still about even money. They're still about even money to come in the first 3. And if you're getting 8 to 1 for quarter the odds, you're basically getting 2 to 1 on the place half of your bet. Now, if you can get that into a nice multi with, say, a couple of horses from a handicap or a bad each way, it's not looking too bad a bet. But yeah, 365 a standout on it. I hope you all have a lovely day. I'll see you later. Take care of yourself. And thanks a lot for coming along. Take care.